It's a cloudy day down in Alabama where the Sportsman Series drivers prepare for one of the more chaotic races of the season. This is Talladega. 21 cars will be trying to survive 38 laps in the second Superspeedway race so far this season in the Select Blinds 300. This track pushes the cars and the drivers to the limit. The pack being more dense than anything we've seen this season will most certainly lead to a multi-car crash, something we haven't seen yet, but something feared by every team owner. Once we hit the green flag, the chance of the big one never leaves. Time for the AAA starting lineup. 50.484 was the time to beat during qualifying, and this time it was Landon Thomas in the slipstream number 10, running pole number 2 for the team. He was a dominant force in Daytona and will look to replicate that success here today. Running his second front row start of the season is Evan Hunter, who ran well at Auto Club but came up short. Could this be his day? More than any other race this season, Talladega is a wild card. It could be make or break for some of the teams who have not had results this season. They'll definitely want to be up front when the wreck happens and at the finish. We'll see if we're surprised at the results when the checkered flag flies or not. The field approaches the start-finish line, ready to start the race. Green flag is out, we're racing at Talladega Superspeedway. Landon Thomas holds them all off to lead lap number 1. Kirsten Martinez dives down for second under Rose Hintz in the 86. They'll be side by side for P2, exiting turn number 2. Looks like Kirsten Martinez is going to be able to clear down the second turn. Got the 29 pulling to the inside, 3 wide on Colin Teague. 69 might go a bit lower, might take it 4 wide, but the 86 is going to lose her momentum first. Now Kirsten Martinez down low, that's for the lead. The 29 is there to help the 69. 29 tried blocking Reed, but couldn't. That'll be 3 wide to lead lap number 2. Who will it be? 28 gets it on the outside lane. But now last race's winner, DJ Reed, 3 laps in. Hoping to go back to back. Maybe we can cycle right through this pack by the end of this race. Or maybe he can be in a prime position to avoid the wreck. That's almost guaranteed to happen. Best place to be isn't in front. So now DJ Reed leads, Anderson Reed behind. The 32 is going to pull to the inside of him. Side by side for second spot. That inside line has 2 teammates. But that's going to get broken up as the 15 pulls inside. Put Nelson Reeves to second. Hector Garcia might be taking over third here shortly with the help from the JJ Motorsports duo, the 84 and the 25. Goforth and Cologne. Now that might get split up as the 25 moves to the outside, just slowly crawls out there. Near contact between DeLello and Martinez. They're still getting dicey back there with a 29 going a bit higher, making it 4 wide. And that's Yepes on that inside lane in the 4 wide situation. But back up front, Goforth. Getting a push from Thomas Blagia, Peter on Jack. They sort it out back there, but now Pelagia gets up to the front. And will clear Goforth, who has barely any help on the outside. Now Peter on Jack. This is a shot for him to do well. Pulls to the inside, but goes up high, leaving room for Marcos Yepes, your points leader. And your pole sitter is already back up to second. Just shows how big the shuffle is here at Talladega. Does not take long to get from the front of the pack to the back of the pack to the front of the pack again. But doesn't look like the 10 will see the lead unless he can get it on the middle. It looks like he won't. Jefferson steals it at the line. Oh, look out back there. Contact between the 28 and 12 and also the 29. They seem to not be able to get off each other. The 86, Rose Henson is back. Here's Mathis Wells showing his face for the first time today. Henson slots back in line on the outside. And Jay Jefferson has command over this pack. Bit of a gap between the 17 and 03 behind him. And that's Aiden Smith, who had a mechanical issue most likely during the race. They had to come down and fix, already 2 laps down. So he's back out on the racetrack. Now here's Mathis Wells, the 03, getting help from the 12. Reed's going to pull to the inside here, though. And it's the 2 Reeds together once again, like we saw earlier in the race. But DJ is going to stay outside, which is now the middle lane. Drifts up a bit, leaving room for Borkington. 4 wide back there. 29 moves to the inside of his teammate, Anderson Reed. Shoving him into second place. He's going to have a good run here with a push from Hector Garcia. And now how will this work with the lap traffic? Oh, contact there. 15 and 86 getting close. Colin T getting into it. He's hoping for a good run. Tied for second in points, and here's the lapper Aiden Smith. He is not that much slower than the lead pack. And I believe his detrimented speed stems from just being off the draft for so long. He might just be able to blend in here. But the pack will go around. Kind of. He gets stuck in the middle, leaving room for the 25 and 84 to go past. And is that someone else? No, it is not. I saw someone else back there with the mechanical issue. Reeves pulls to the inside with Marcos Yepes to help. Yepes kind of looks like he's pulling to the inside, though. The 10's behind him. And now they are 3 by 3 throughout this pack. Got the 77 with a big run on that inside lane. He might get pushed to the outside, though. Here comes the 10. And just like that, Landon Thomas has returned once again back to the front. And he'll go for the lead this time. Look at the racing back there. They're getting close. I have no idea how they haven't wrecked yet. My goodness. They somehow keep it off each other. How will this work down the backstretch? Pelagia's getting a little squirrely, I guess, in the middle there. A little anxious. Pre McShane, meanwhile, has just taken over the lead. Jay Jefferson is back. Now Kirsten Martinez might go 3 wide. She does. Getting a help from her teammate, Evan Hunter. That's the only 2 Dodges in the field right there. And make it an EKH Enterprises 1-2 here. The Select Lines 300. Henson thought about pulling to the inside. But the other single car Toyota team owner, DJ Reed, thought otherwise. But now she'll try again. Got the run off the back of the 11. Reed is going to give a shove to that 86, but now pull inside. Martinez is going to be able to block, but now here comes a line of 3. Now 4, and it's going to be 5, and a whole lot more pretty soon here. Inside lane fully formed up. Outside, I wouldn't want to say it's fading, but it's falling back. 69 pushed up high, 12 pushed middle. Here comes the 03. Hoping to slingshot to the inside of both of them. It looks like he'll be able to do so. '89 in the mix. Got to remember he is not for position. Goforth has a good lead. 28 kind of opened the door. And here comes the 84 to the point. 89 almost pulled to the inside of him. That would have really opened the door for the 02 to walk right in and take that spot. But now it'll be 3 wide, technically double file for second. The 89 on the outside. 02 dropping back. 99 is going to take that spot. Nelson Reeves now pulls to the inside of the 99. Colin T. Colin T is going to block, follow the 84 down low. Got the 48, 10, 36 hooked up. Looking to be a force on the bottom lane. Chevy, Ford, Ford, Toyota, Chevy. So far right now in the pack, that top 5. They kind of scramble right there for a minute, but get back formed up. And look at this, slipstream. 3 of their cars are together on that inside line. 99 just got pushed up high. This could be a 1, 2, 3 in the making. 10 moves inside. 17 kind of letting their guard down a bit. But they stand strong, and here they come, hungry for the lead. Thomas is going to dive down low. And here comes the slipstream drivers. In fact, that's 5 Toyotas on the inside lane. Below the next Ford, here comes Bell on that inside. Most of the slipstream drivers are very good at super speedways. They just didn't have the luck to show for it in 300. And this, and now after this race, Pensacola and Daytona, the remaining 2 super speedways, could be their only 2 shots left. So they've got to fight like it is the case. You got the 04 pulling to the inside of the 10. 31 got moved in outside. 25 to the inside. 28 being forced middle. Once again, you see the EKH Enterprises Dodgers together. But, Hunter just tried moving to the inside. Henson was there. He's still trying. Plus to 28 up high. Now 25 is going to go down low. Garcia forced way high. And we are just about halfway through. And they are getting very close here. 17 out of 38 complete. And they seem to have worked it out for the most part. gotten back to 3x3 instead of whatever mess they had going on back there. Now Rose Henson dives down low on the 25, gets the lead away. Jay Jefferson heading on the inside to the front. Help from Marcus Yepes in the 77. The 03 also down there as well. The 15 in line. The 12 is there as well. Yepes is going to clear for second. Wells clear for third. Reeves clear for fourth. Now what will they try and do down the back? It'll be a 3-wide situation for second, it looks like. None of those guys really had much help, but looked to be just a deal with speed. Reeves down low. The 03 places third now on that outside lane. 12 up there to help, or at least try. The 36 also making another appearance here today. Peter on Jack. He has not had the luck this season. Anjato as a whole has not. It's been a couple mechanical failures, a couple tire failures. So they're just praying that that doesn't happen this race. They can come away with a good result. Nelson Reeves, the 15, pulling to the inside. Going to have support from his slipstream teammate, Lynn Bell, who's getting a shove from Zachary Dillon, the 29. But Bell is going to take the run, go to the inside. 3 wide once again for the top spot. 17 with a huge run, just snags the lead away from Jefferson that lap. In an interval that is less than 100th of a second, Lynn Bell led lap number 19. We're on lap number 20 now. And these drivers are really wondering, where's the wreck going to happen? When's the wreck going to happen? It's like they really want to wreck. They're running 3x3 at any moment. Oh, there it is! The 15 in the wall, the 36 heavy damage, the 02, the 99, the 12's in it. Commentator's curse right there. 29 looks to be up front, but the 04 down low. It'll be a fight to the line to see who leads them back to the caution. It will be close. 04, I think. No, 29. So the 15 and 48 came together on the outside lane, causing the first, pretty much, multi-car accident in the league. And none other than Talladega, the place for it to happen. We'll check out a replay of how this all unfolded. Lap 20, our first multi-car accident of the day. We'll see what happened. Alright, down the backstretch, you got the 15 and 48. They aren't really in that precarious of a situation, but they just end up getting together. And that's going to end up collecting quite a few cars on the outside. And the 12 kind of got under the 36 there for a minute. Take another look at this. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if the 4 was running a tad bit higher than she need be, or if the 2 on the outside just got together and crashed, but either way, it was a very costly moment for the team owners, and an unfortunate end to some of the drivers' days who were having a strong race, like Nelson Reeves, Jay Jefferson, Peter on Jack. We'll try and get a couple more angles of this one. So here it is from afar. You see just where it happens, the 48 and 15 start heading towards the wall. And once that happens, there's no going back. They came back down, and more got collected. We'll take an onboard and get you guys to the restart. Hector Garcia sees the progression of this wreck happen in his rearview camera. 1548 get together, down to the 36, the 12 is there, the 02. They get lucky to not wreck again, coming back. But nonetheless, The first wreck here today at Talladega, bringing out the first caution of the day. Take you guys back to the restart, which will be at around lap 23, 24, maybe 25. Alright, welcome back. We're getting ready to restart here. It is lap 24 in the Select Blinds 300. Drivers out of the race, the 15, Nelson Reeves, and the 02 has just retired from the race with a piston issue. I'm not sure if that was related to the accident because it looked like he was fine beforehand, but he came down pit road and retired from the race. Back here, you got some guys that will definitely be off the pace. The 48, Jay Jefferson, the 12 of Anderson Reed, the 36, who is missing a hood. That's Peter on Jack. And we're all crossing our fingers to have those guys not be caught by the end of this race. And see if we can have a green flag, a clean, uninterrupted finish. 89 of Aiden Smith starting in the inside. He is only 2 laps down now, I guess. But as for your top 5, 29, 04, 17, 69, 31. That will be your front 5 coming to the line for this late race restart. About 14 to go left in this one. Green flag, back out. DJ Reed is giving a push to Aiden Smith. He's got to take that run, go to the inside with it. And now Smith getting really close to DeLello. I'm not sure what that's about. Careful there, Aiden. Yikes. That's a bit too close for DeLello's liking, probably. They backed off both. The 89 got down low. I'm not too sure what he's trying to do there. But Aiden Smith, a bit of a goofy guy. You got the 31 going to the lead here. Push from the 03, the 11, 28 together once again. They push up. They're still trying to push up and cause a wreck. You usually see them go 4 wide in a pack, probably like 4x4, at least twice. That's what usually causes the wrecks, but that's obviously not what we saw down the back straightaway. They were just running 3x3, and they got into each other. They got just a little bit too close. They hooked together, and they started going towards the wall. So on that note, before the drivers start getting a bit too risky, we're going to take you guys to another commercial break. Bring you guys back to the racing at Talladega around lap 27. Welcome back to Talladega. Bit of position changes while we were on break. So now you got the 77 in the lead, the 86 second, the 32 falls behind. Now Rose Henson pulled to the inside. Marcus Yepes left out to draw on that outside lane. And looks like DeLello had a problem. Under commercial break. So that's very unfortunate for him, and that split up the pack, I believe. Not really, not to the extent to where it'd be too split up. I think they're just kind of separated now. But Rose Henson up front here. 32 is going to use the help from his teammate to go down low for the lead. 28 falling behind. 04 is going to help the 28 Kirsten Martinez. They now go side by side. Not anymore. 3 wide for third here now. And that lasted a whole 10 seconds. As the 89 opts to go high, maybe trying to cycle out. All right, here we come on the 29, and obviously a lot more obviously off the pace than Aiden Smith. And that's going to let that outside lane by Doge Borkington. But looks like the low is going to blend, just like Aiden Smith. We're going to have two-lap Nova Sport cars in this lead pack. 04 pulling to the inside. Trying to run down that 32, but pretty sizable gaps between these cars on the inside. Yepa is probably going to try and slingshot here. He will not. He will stay behind the 04. And this is going to work. They're going to get a run on the 32. Oh, now Yepa's going to pull to the inside here. (77-17) almost fanned out there, but it'll be only the 77. Marcus Yepes trying to go for the lead. 69 try, but now he's relegated to the middle. Alright, where do we stand on the lappers? Onjack through 1 and 2 as the pack exits the tri-oval. I believe we are going to catch Onjack here if we don't get another yellow. But who knows, don't count it out. We got a pack of about, let's see, about 15, no, about 13. But, oh, they're wrecking again! The 28 around the 31 in front of the field, up in front of the 04, the 69 involved. '99 coming on through there. So he's not a part of the lead pack, but he might have just rejoined to try and get a better finish. So he comes passing those cars. But to lead them back, Marcus Yepes over Rose Henson. So just like we saw in the other accident today, two cars on the back straightaway hook up and head towards the wall. They kind of got it sorted out, but they got it unsorted out, I guess. And that resulted in more cars being taken out of this one, including the other Anjado car, Hector Garcia, remaining in the race, and the 28 of Kirsten Martinez. We'll get some more angles for you shortly. Alright, with this flyby camera here, you could see where the 10 kind of comes down. Not quite sure what he was thinking, trying to side draft, got a bit too aggressive. And you just can't do that. That's going to end up taking up some cars. We'll get that same camera from the infield to see this one from far away. So here it is. There's the impact with the wall. 31 spins in front of the field. That could have been a way bigger, but everyone kind of slides on by except for the 04 Pre McShane. He just barely gets caught up in this accident. So another wreck here at Talladega. The first race, I believe, with two cautions in league history. And this one has taken up more of the field. And have a very, very scarce car count at the end of this one. But we're under caution for the second time today here at Talladega. Bring you guys back once we take the green flag. It'll be a very late race restart, about 4 to go. Welcome back to Talladega, the Select Blinds 300. We will be coming back to green with 2 laps to go. Marcus Yepes, your leader. Rose Henson behind in second place. You got the lapper of Aiden Smith, the 89, in between the 86 and the 11 car, who has lost his teammate. The 84 sits in 4th, the 03 in 5th, and the rest of the field 29 lap down. First car undamaged is the 32 of Doge Workington, sitting in 11th place. Everyone on back, 28, 12, 48, 36, going to be off the pace, but with how little laps we have left, we will not be catching them, obviously. 31 joins the list of retirees as well, the 04. Mathis Well is the only remaining MW racing car in this race. A lot of people left alone now that the wrecks have taken out their teammates. We'll see how this race finishes out. Points leader Marcus Yepes leads them to the green flag, ready to take back the green. Here we go. 86 immediately pulls to the inside. Outside. The 11 coming on the bottom with the help from the 84 car, who has distanced himself from the 25. I guess just not as good of a restart, but here comes Evan Hunter to the bottom lane. They're getting close again. 86 and 77 rubbing, but that's not going to cause a wreck there. With a caution, that would be a green-white checkered. 84 to the inside of Evan Hunter into the tri-oval with 2 laps to go. Hunter's going to be able to block. Coming to the white flag, 1 more lap to go at Talladega. The 2 remaining JJ Motorsports driver follow behind the EKH Enterprises owner. And behind them is the 29 Zachary DeLello. He is not a factor in the end of this race. Cologne to the bottom. 29 there to help. He'll pull to the inside of the 25. Evan Hunter looks like he's going to pull away with this one unless the 03 and 29 can work something out. They got a huge run coming into the tri-oval. I don't think it's going to happen. Evan Hunter is going to come through the tri-oval here at Talladega a winner as he comes to the start-finish line. Evan Hunter gets the victory in the Select Blinds 300. And it was all up and up for EKH Enterprises the past 2 races. They got their first top 5 with the 28 car. 28 retired from this race, but it's the 11, the owner, and the driver getting the win. And he was able to dominate that last lap to do it. So the 84-25 make a late race charge, but bit of a defense from the 29 Zachary DeLello. I guess DeLello's just being a bit of a nice person to Hunter there, as he is. But a bit of a more chaotic one here at Talladega, as we predicted. Evan Hunter gets away with the victory. The 03 second just couldn't get past the 29. I mean, he couldn't get past the 11. The 86 rounds out third. That's a good result for her in the grand scheme of things. She's trying to pull herself out of the hole in points. Marcus Yepes is definitely going to re-extend this points lead. Places 4th here today, but maybe not by much. Stephen Kloeb 5th and Colin Teague second in points 6th. So whatever gap he was going to create by finishing 4th, it's going to be interrupted by Colin Teague finishing 6th. Someplace Doge Workington in the 32 slipstream driver, the pretty much the only one left, I think, without damage. Yeah, the 10, 17, 15 all out of contention there at the end. You got the 84 finishing 8th. That's pretty much a heartbreak for that team. They were 2nd, 3rd coming to the last pair of corners. Could not come away with a good result after 29 Zachary DeLello helped out Evan Hunter there. The 9 place finisher, DJ Reed, doesn't quite go back-to-back, but gets 2 top 10s in a row. Anderson Reed rounds out the top 10. Jay Jefferson, 11th. That's really not a bad result for him, considering he was very damaged. 28 gets 12th. 13th, on Jack. That's once again a bit better than he was probably expecting, with no hood, bent front end. Landon Thomas, Lynn Bell, 14th, 15th. Zachary DeLoe, 16th. And 17th was his Nova Sport teammate, Aiden Smith, and the retirees from this race, Hector Garcia, Pre McShane, the O2 of Thomas Pelagia, and Nelson Reeves in the 15. All left wondering what could have been if they had stayed in the race. But it was definitely a fun one here at Talladega. Not quite the chaos, the calamity we saw at Road America. A solid race. Evan Hunter, the one to pull away. We come back to another super speedway in just a few races. Daytona, the 10th race. In between that, we've got Watkins Glen and Bristol. Stay tuned for those. Watkins Glen, the super speedway are road courses. We thought Talladega was chaotic. Get ready for Watkins Glen coming up next race. A whole nother kind of chaos coming up in race number 8 of GAMERNR. But for now, thank you for watching Talladega. Thank you for watching the GAMERNR Sportsman series. We'll see you next time.